learning to wait. God of patience, teach me patience. Help me learn to wait for the good that is just around the corner, for the assistance that will soon be within my reach, for the relief that is just a moment away. Inner calm, patient God, teach me to be patient, unruffled by those who anger, tolerant of those who exasperate, accepting of those who disappoint. Help me remain serene in the face of derision, calm in the face of provocation, composed in the midst of a storm. And God, teach me to be patient with myself. Forgiving God, you alone know how urgently I need to learn to forgive. Help me douse all the anger that burns within me. Free me of resentment against those who have wronged me. Help me abandon all the animosity, all the hostility that clogs my heart. Help me turn my anger into love and my enmity into compassion. God, I never want to become angry. Protect me from my own passions. Don't let me lose myself to small-mindedness, resentment of others. Guard me from turning my temper against anything or anyone, even and especially against myself. A peaceful disposition, teach me, O God, to seek only peace. Save me from every form of argument, controversy, and quarrel. Liberate me from every type of misunderstanding and strife. Where there is no peace, there can be no joy, there can be no love, there can be no true presence of mind. Dear God, let me be mine to share. Contentment, dear God, save me from wanting what is not mine. Protect me from my own jealousy, from desiring the money or the possessions, the position or the honor that belong to another. Let me trust in you enough to believe that what is meant to be mine will come to me. Let me trust in you enough to be satisfied with all that I have today. Self-esteem, dear God, let me feel close to you. Grant me satisfaction with my life. Let me rejoice in that closeness, and let me turn with that satisfaction into a sense of self-worth, not one based in arrogance or in feelings of self-importance, but humble self-esteem rooted in holiness. Arrogance, dear God, free me of false pride. Free me of the arrogance that accompanies an inflated self-image. Spare me from haughtiness, from the overloaded ego which stems from an empty self. Let me learn to feel good about myself. Let me never feel the need to belittle anyone in order to find value and worth, in order to feel valued and worthy. A haven of joy. Teach me the meaning of joy, dear God, strong, deep, genuine, and pure joy. Don't let me succumb to feelings of sadness, loneliness, and depression. Teach me to turn to you with my every problem, frustration, anxiety, and pain. Accept my broken heart, heal me, and shelter me in a haven of joy. Clapping and dancing, dear God, stir my heart with a spirit of joy. Imbue my arms and my legs with that spirit. For my arms are encumbered, and my legs have become heavy with my wrongdoings. Fill me, my God, with the cleansing spirit of holy joy. Enliven all my limbs. Help me raise my hands and clap. Help me lift my feet and dance, dance, dance. Overcoming loss, dear God, suddenly I'm alone, I'm in pain as I search for some source of comfort. The world so full, so bustling, seems so empty now. It's cold and it's frightening. In this hollow that is me, in this hollow that once brimmed with confidence and joy, God pulled me back to the world of the living, back to a life of action and human relationships. And thanks, loving, caring God, all that happens in fulfillment in my life come only from you. Knowing how absolute in my dependence on you, I find peace of mind. Your presence suffuses my life, caressing me with hope, joy, and love. I've tasted your love, I've known your compassion, experienced your patience, and I am filled with gratefulness. Thoughts. An entirely new world. It is impossible to describe how wonderful it was in those early years, Reb Nachman said to the Hasid. They were strolling through the outskirts of the village where the Reb had spent the first years of his marriage worshipping and serving God in relative anonymity. With each step I took in these fields, praying and calling out to God, I experienced yet another taste of paradise. On another occasion, Rabbi Nachman described what it was like returning home after a day spent crying his heart out to God in the fields or forest. Coming back, everything appeared different to me. The world seemed entirely new. In praise, O God, I only begin to realize how very much you've done for me. I must now internalize the understanding that everything that happens to me, everything is an expression of your everlasting love, concern for my ultimate good. God, as I recognize all your goodness, as your kindness fills my thoughts, I sing your praise. Light of awareness. God, let me comprehend all that I see with the light of awareness. Let me understand whatever touches my life in a deep and intimate way, in a way that embraces both the adult and the child within me. Enveloped in faith, my God, you and only you know how strongly I want to believe in you, to put all my faith in you alone. Help me make this desire a reality. Help me perceive your presence and draw strength from it. Every moment of my life, through every trial I face, let that recognition bolster my faith in you wherever I go, whatever I do. Accepting God's justice, God, help me see. Help me understand all that I see in the light of your truth and the light of your ultimate justice. When I see the success of the wicked, help me realize that it is but an illusion. Nothing authentic, nothing real. Real success, true good, absolute happiness are found only with you. Dear God of the day, I will see it, experience it, and know it. Overcoming doubts, my vision is distorted. Loving God of truth, I want to see clearly, but my heart leads me through twisted, convoluted paths of misunderstood impressions. Straighten those paths so that I can strengthen myself in the conviction of my beliefs. Learning life's lessons. Dear God, let my heart grasp the profound wisdom with which you created the world. Let me understand that life's difficulties are in fact her opportunities. Life's endings are also her beginnings. Life's disappointments are her finest teachers. Learning life's lessons, dear God, let my heart grasp the profound wisdom with which you created me. Help me understand that my vulnerabilities in fact open me to growth. My limits draw me to new frontiers. My very failures teach me to succeed. Perceptions, body and soul, Holy One, grant me the wisdom to...
6 months ago, he was here. I met him, and he came and spoke. Really, really great guy. I mean, really smart guy, very patriotic. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people like you and him, man. A lot of these terrorists on this app don't understand. They think that every Arab that lives in Israel is
Yeah, exactly. No, that's right. They think we all identify with this, just because we're Arabs, like we identify with the cause, or with wanting to undo Israel or hate Israel. And it can't be further from the truth. I'm not gonna say that people, like the majority of people, they don't really like Israel, but so many people, they do not. Especially before October 7, like I was just saying in the other room that for October 7, like Bibi's government, which is supposedly like they depict him as this heartless war criminal, he was basically giving the Gazans 50,000 additional work visas. That was just October 5 or something.
Yeah.
To enter Israel and to work in Israel. And, and then October 7 happened. So, for us as Arabs, like, Israel is really just, this kind of, it's this hub, as you call it, like this is the Silicon Valley. It's and of course, if we were basically really going through a whole cycle of re-education and removing all the brainwashing and everything, we could see it for the blessing that it is. Like, honestly.
I agree, bro. And there's actually a lot of Arab Israelis that are in the high tech industry in Israel. They work for a lot of these American companies as well that are there in Haifa, that are in Tel Aviv. There's a lot of them that are in these major companies like Google, Microsoft, Intel, IBM. So yeah, I mean, like I've said, a lot of these people on this app that are from the UK, that are Muslims from the UK, that are from the United States, they have no fucking idea what they're talking about. And you know what? They have no say in it at all because they're not from there. They're Muslims from other countries and they've never been to Israel before. So, they should just keep their mouths shut. And people like you have more right to talk about it than they ever do. And the thing is, they're so brainwashed that, like you see in the chat, this guy doesn't believe anything that you're saying. Pretty much, he thinks that it's all a lie.
Oh,
This guy from London, an Arab from.
So it's easy to watch the point of view.
Exactly. So one sec for.
I'm reading the chat.
Oh yeah, I'm not even looking at it. I happened to see it, but I'm looking at something else on my phone. But Baka al-Gabia is in Israel, and then the city right next to it, Baka al-Shakia, is inside of Judea Samaria. It's like the line is divided right there. So you see, it's two Arab villages. One is actually inside of Israel, and the other one's in Judea Samaria. And you can see the difference actually. Like when you look on the map, you see how populated, how many houses are in Baka al-Gabia, and then you see that there's nothing. There's barely anything in Baka al-Shakia, if I'm saying it correctly. But yeah, so yeah, and then I also have a lot of good friends that are Druze that are living in the north of Israel. I've been to Khorfish before as well. Very awesome place. Like got great food there, and they're all very loving there, very accepting. No one cares, man. It's like everyone just wants to live their life and make money and take care of their families, bro. Like that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. So, but like the Silicon Valley of the Middle East, that's definitely Israel. And like I said, plenty of Muslims, Arab Israelis that are in this industry, and very, very smart people. A lot of them very smart people, doctors, lawyers, nurses. So yeah, I mean, I think there's a whole hospital in Haifa that's pretty much all Arab doctors and Arab nurses. So these people are just so brainwashed, man. That's why it's important to have somebody like you. At least we found somebody like you that lives there and can give your point of view. So.
No, thank you. And I could maybe show people like Aziz. I don't know if he's Palestinian or not, but
No.
But he's not. Yeah. Okay.
He's not a learner.
Because he's saying like, "Oh, you took my land and you gave me a work visa. Thank you so much." Yeah,
that's what he says every day.
Right, and his Papa said the most moral man on earth.
Thanks, Jay.
And I do have a Drew's friend, by the way, Aziz. He came on this app a lot. His name's Loki. He comes on the app. He used to come on the app all the time. He doesn't come on anywhere because he was sick of hearing people like your retarded ass every day on air. So I still talk with him on a daily basis. He's a great guy. Jayla, do you remember him or no?
I do, but I'm not explaining anything to Aziz because it's like talking to a brick wall.
Well, Sammy, hopefully when I come next time, maybe I can meet you one day, bro. That'd be great, bro. We go out to go get some shawarma or something, bro.
Yeah. I would love that. Honestly, I would love that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. Hopefully in my opinion, when Israel completely annexes Judea and Samaria, that would be when the conflict would end for good.
Man, I hope so. That would be great. But with the pressure from the rest of the world, I can't see that happening anytime soon, man. Unfortunately. So we'll see what happens, man.
Hello, Norma, Jay, welcome back.
Hello.
Norm, you with us?
Maybe not. Hi, Salami.
Do you go to Jerusalem a lot, Sammy, or not?
Who, Sammy?
Yeah,
no, Shlomi. You were talking to Sammy, right?
Sammy, yeah. Shlomi, I went to Jerusalem with Shlomi before. I'm just wondering because he lives very close to Jerusalem. It's not far from it, so I was wondering if he goes in, if he's allowed to go into the Jewish part of Jerusalem. You can't get in. You can only stay in East Jerusalem, right, Sammy?
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, I've been to East Jerusalem a few times, but it keeps getting harder, of course.
He has green ID, bro.
Green one.
Yeah, he lives next to Ramallah.
Want het taslieg?
Yeah.
You have one or not?
No, I don't have, but I need one. Like, if I want to come, but I don't have one.
Well, apply for one. if you care,
I can.
you will get one.
Yeah, I can. I mean, if I have to or if I need to, but I try not to, just to go around a lot, especially in this atmosphere. So yeah.
Okay.
Hi, George. Can you update your post as I did comply with your request last night to remove the podcast interview? I do appreciate the fantastic
I'm
interview,
sorry.
but do not agree with your
What do you mean
defamation.
exactly
Boss Joey Kitover.
I'm nervous.
Nablus. Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it's not far.
It's far from Ramallah. It's almost 40
Ah, from Ramallah. Yeah, I thought he was in Ramallah. He's in Nablus. Yeah, you're right. That is far from Jerusalem. Never mind. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I thought you said Ramallah earlier, but
Yeah.
No, I said I could live in Ramallah, like if that's maybe
Ah.
the nicest place. But yeah, I'm from Nablus.
Yeah,
And
of course,
people say-
Ramallah there is nice new neighborhoods,
Yes.
new buildings.
Yeah, I was just telling Harry about the amount of fancy homes and cars and everything that you see in Ramallah, and even in all the Arab towns and all the Arab towns, if you see all these fancy places, and people really assume, when I say, for example, I'm from the West Bank of Palestine, and they assume that I basically struggle, to have drinking water, or they assume that Israelis, just like run
I do
my
not
house and I have
appreciate-
to, take excuse to just get off my bedroom. I do
Uh,
not understand how, and especially I don't understand that really before the whole Intifada, the Judea and Samaria was literally a part of Israel in the sense that everyone has free access to move anywhere he wants.
Yeah, one state solution.
Yeah, I used to think one state solution
Well,
before. Yeah,
request
it
a
was
correction.
before, but right now I
Yeah,
think
it
it's
was in the past. It was one
yes,
state
it was in the
solution.
past. Exactly. It
that was
was.
before they started doing suicide bombings
So
inside
it's
Israel all the
really
time, and then they had no choice.
Yeah, so to put the wall.
Exactly.
But I used to advocate for one state solution when I talked to, let's say 5-6 years ago. I'm like, yeah. And then the whole wave of knife attacks started to happen as well. If you remember, like everywhere in Judea and Samaria. And then it was followed. Yeah. Then it was followed by, the whole war in Gaza. And technically, like, the Palestinians are so good in making, I don't know, in making people hate them. I don't understand what's this.
It ruins everything. Like, ruins
Yes, exactly,
everything that you can
Hi, George. Can you update your post as I did comply with your request last night to remove the podcast interview with you? I do appreciate the fantastic interview, but do not agree with your defamation. Best.
to ruin everything somehow.
Yeah.
Defamation of character
Like-
referencing seems to be showing that
Like
he's
if-
unworthy of the public
We
trust.
could have been like
I
this
do not appreciate your defamation of
connection
character and
between
request
the
a
Jews
correction on your
and the
behalf.
Arab world,
Satisfy my
we
honor
could
as I run
benefit
for
immensely
Congress
from
chosen
business and from trade and from technology and everything. Instead, we chose to be just like a tool to be used, and eventually, when all the Arab countries are going to have peace with Israel and they're going to sign a peace deal, the Palestinians are going to be left alone, going for scraps here and there.
Exactly.
Fucking roast.
If the people, young people won't wake up and demand to fix this problem and make a real peace agreement that will make everyone here in this region succeed in life, in happiness, without wars. I hope so. It would be wonderful.
Thank you, Shlomi. And by the way, I know you were one of the hostages, and to be honest, I was always thinking about you, and because I remember I only chatted to you once or twice, before October 7, and I'm so happy. I was so happy when I read in the news that, you were saved, and now seeing that, you're back to your normal life. I hope so, and it's great that you can still talk about peace and stuff, given the experience that you had. And I wish it would be the last time something like like this scale would happen ever, because in my opinion, really, like you don't deserve that. not you personally as well, like most Israelis are people who just want to live life, enjoy life, and you don't deserve to be put in that kind of.
No, I don't deserve it. No one deserves it.
Yes.
The people of Gaza doesn't deserve the Hamas to treat them like this and make them their puppies, and they're using them in every aspect that you can think.
I know.
And
You muted yourself.
I know there are people here that's screaming outside. Let me check what's going on.
Ah, okay.
Make sure everything's okay.
Ah, now I got it. They're playing poker in the
That's good screaming.
outside in the patio. So someone won a lot of money probably. But yeah, and still no one deserves it. Not even the people in Gaza that have been indoctrinated to what they are. And I hope that they will fall and people will change their set of mind and we can do this real peace. Because really, even what I've been, after what I've been through and all the people around us still going through, I know that and I'm sure that from our side we still want peace and end with this conflict once and for all. I can sign on it that even after everything that happened, we can still go work on it. But again, the other side needs to change their set of mind, needs to agree for certain things. First of all, to acknowledge us that we are here and not say from river to the sea. And from there, we can only achieve more good things, I think. But it's on your side, Sammy. The ball is in your court, as we say.
I wish it was in my court, like personally. But I totally understand you. Like,
yeah, it's not you personally, but
yes, I
you
understand.
got me.
Yes, I got you, of course. I wish it wasn't, and because stupidity really annoys me, angers me, and seeing how the Palestinians as people and as leadership, like they continue to take the wrong decisions since the 30s and 20s and the 40s and the 50s and 60s and 70s and up to 2025, and and like I don't know, like when are you going to just realize that there's no point in doing what you're doing, and it's congratulations, like the whole city of Gaza, the whole strip of Gaza is now inhabitable thanks to your stupidity, thanks to their stupidity. So what more do you want? Like, didn't you just decide that this is where you say, oh well, maybe the route that we're taking, the trajectory that we took all these years is not working, let's try something else. So I wish the ball was in my court so I could just tell them, like, wake up, enough.
It's amazing that still those people that
Hello.
now live in tents and their house is gone, and it's like let's say 50% of Gaza, 60%, I don't know exactly, and still they are not rising up and telling Hamas to release the hostages. What you did to us, like you don't hear it. It's amazing me, like every day, no one like is marching and shouting, like really marching, because I think that if they will want it for real, there are a lot of people that have weapons there and can go against Hamas also. But we don't see it, so probably they are still in this set of mind that they want to conquer us and delete us. So what can I tell you, Sammy?
Hi
Well,
guys, sorry to cut you off. I wanted to give you some news. So at the moment, people of Iran are arriving in several cities.
Mama. No, yalla, go. The people of Iran, what?
I was saying the people of Iran are rising. They are protesting in several cities. I can write down the name of the cities in the chat. So all I ask is that please ask your politician to not to leave us alone, and ask them to support Iranians because they are rising in several cities at the moment.
I'm gonna write an email to Trump right now and Marco Rubio for you, okay?
You can just you guys can be active on Twitter, like you can write comments or like be active on Twitter or ask your politicians to just support Iran.
I think we all support Iran, just not the IRGC. We don't support IRGC. No. Oh. 15, Pakistan, imagine that. Is he even in the room anymore? I don't think he's in the room anymore. Is it Nudnik? My god, this shit. Every fucking two hours.
Who knows Matan? Do you guys know him?
I mean, I know he's Israeli. I've seen him around the world.
Where he just wants to troll all the time and like not have a seat, like he just wants to start shit.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Okay, now I understand.
Yeah.
These guys are getting themselves mocked, and they're doing everything I told them. Now they're talking about circumcisions. They're just going after them, and I'm like, you guys are so dumb. Why would you do that? Like, it just doesn't. It's dumb.
Whatever, they're bored. Let them do it, you know? I like talking to people like Sammy, and I like talking to Shlomi.
Sure.
Which room, BB? In Amir's room?
No, in Matan's room, and then Ewan goes up there and says, yes, I sucked the dick.
Does my microphone work? Well, what's the name of the room?
How to beat your wife when and how or something like that?
Niggers!
Oh my god, bro. Shut up. I don't have attention, so I'm gonna scream. Like, get away, bro.
I'll put it in the chat 1 second.
Okay.
When and how to beat your wife. Okay, 1 second.
Yeah, it's a triggered title to trigger them. What it is. Anyways.
She's a mod. Like they're doing more harm to Jews than they should be. Like that's the problem.
Who's a mod?
You know, Buttercup. You in the room now. He doesn't understand. He keeps saying, "I think you're making a big mistake, BB."
Are you a mod there?
No, I believe if I was a mod there, that room would be crushed.
Yeah.
I wouldn't allow Jews or people. I don't even know if Ewan's Jewish, if he is or not, but like, not helping our cause. Very problematic guy. I know you can hear me.
Oh, really? How problematic am I?
Because I told you exactly the talking tracks that they'll use against you, and you told me I was wrong. First thing you said was the Talmud, the 3-year-old. I was right. Now they're talking about the circumcisions. You put yourself in a very vulnerable decision when you want to attack people's religion. You don't understand. You need to.
BB, I used statistics. I didn't use.
I don't care what you use. You're still attacking their religion and they're brainwashed, so you're not going to win that argument. You think you're going to win. You're never going to win it. Worst, you told them that you sucked another.
I didn't say that. Wait. I didn't even say that to them. Okay? They're the ones that are just going after that. No, fuck off with that, and it doesn't even fucking matter. It doesn't even matter.
Shit alive.
No, you're the one that's fucking making a big deal about it. You were the one that was fucking screaming in the room about it. I don't give a fuck about it. I could give zero fucks about that, BB. No, you're the one freaking out about it. They weren't even freaking out about it.
No, man, you're an idiot, bro.
They don't give a fuck about it. No, they don't give a fuck about it. Literally, no, I'm not. I'm actually very strong. I mean, I'm a 6'4" strong dude.
No, you're a fucking weirdo, bro. Nobody I know fucking goes around saying I sucked the dick. I got on my knees on my opposite, sucked another man's dick, but I'm married now, so it's okay. And I'm proud that I went through that experience. No. You're nothing like me or anybody I associate with. That's kind of weird. And I told you you would lose the conversation when you wanted to start getting into arguments about religion. We already know that the religion's satanic. You don't need to fucking argue about it because they will never concede to your point. Ever. You'll never win that. They'll never be like, you're right. Please rewrite the Quran for me and I'll follow your way. They're going to believe in their book. We're going to believe in our book. And we're not going to put down each other's book. And that's just the way it's going to be. You'll never win. You need to be arguing the fact. On October 7th, you marched into Israel and you killed fucking innocent women and children because you're barbaric. And you hate the heinous crimes that you committed. You need to put down your weapons and hand over the hostages. That's an argument you can win. You're not going to win an argument about fucking religion, you moron. You should have lied about the cocksucking part. That's it.
Do you want to hear his response?
Yeah, read it. I bring him up, but he likes to interrupt.
I don't know
he
what
just won't let me get it out.
Come up, you. Go ahead. Do you want? I mean, I think you were typing. Did you want to say something here?
I mean, I actually, I did the fucking adult thing, and I actually back-channeled BB my response, but he wants to make it very public. I don't care about my history. It doesn't bother me. I'm happily married. I have a loving wife. She knows about it. She doesn't care. I have a daughter who's 1. And I would say that I actually live a very good moral life, and I actually believe in spreading good moral values around. But BB, you want to fucking make this like the number one topic. And to be honest, those people in that other room, like the second that I start spitting statistics and facts or anything like that, they can't say anything because it's just the fucking truth. Okay? So that's what I was doing, and you were more fucking the biggest thing to you was talking about my sexual history in that room. I don't give a fuck about my sexual history. I could care less. I am unapologetic. You have gay people in your rooms every fucking day who like literally are fucking gay, and you're like fucking doing this shit. And I think that you're making a massive mistake, BB, by fucking pulling this shit right now. Okay?
Let me whenever you pull the dildo out of your ass so I can speak.
No, you're in the wrong right now, BB. You're in the fucking wrong right now.
Do you have any skeletons in your closet?
Okay, there. So I don't have a problem with Daniel. No, I love him. I think he's amazing. I call him like a brother. I don't have a problem with that. He's openly gay. That's his sexuality. But I have a problem with you arguing and trying to attack their religion. You're never gonna win it. And then, what's even worse, resistance calls you out on something and you openly admit it. I said you should have lied. And then you doubled down again in this room and said you're proud of it, your wife's okay with it. It's a little fucked up. And then I told you what they're going to do before, and I'm not really good at reading the future. I said you're going to attack the religion. They're going to tell you about the 3-year-olds in the Talmud, which is misconstrued. Then they're going to talk about circumcision. They did exactly what the fuck, and you told me I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm making a big mistake. They will not do that. That's exactly what the fuck they did. I know their MO. You will never win talking about their religion and tell them that who they believe in Muhammad, fuck the 9-year-old. You are not going to win by doing that. It's a fucking stupid argument. Doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. You won't win that argument. You'll win the argument that they came in Israel on October 7th and murdered innocent civilians. Everybody knows that happened. They'll try and misconstrue it and say, no, Israel had this. Then you could slap them with facts. You're not going to bring up the Talmud and read out portions of the Talmud and the Torah that needs to be translated and to make it make sense to them. And then they're going to read out the Quran. And then what are you doing? You're getting into a religious debate that there's no winner. And then you want to come up here passive aggressive and say, you're making a very big mistake. Bro, save me the fucking cookies. Because you dug yourself a hole, you passed them the shovel, and you said, bury me. I don't have a problem, and you could keep going on, and that's your problem. You don't like to be wrong. And then you're still saying, I'm not attacking the religion, I'm talking about statistics about the religion. You're attacking their religion, you fucking bobo. You're like a fucking banana. Whatever, man. You don't have to lie. You can tell me suck 2 dicks, 3 dicks. That's your problem, man, not mine. My whole point is you're missing the... I don't know if... Am I losing my mind? Is it just me? You're not going to win an argument with people that have been following their religion since birth or even converting into it. The people that are converting into it believe it more than the fucking people that have been since birth. You're not going to make them throw away their Quran, burn it, and say, you're right, man. How do I sign up to be a Jew? You always got to look at your end fucking goal. Decide to fight with people. If your end goal is hitting a brick wall, why would you decide to engage in an argument? Then you're still going off on the chat. Like, honestly, you're fucking... Then you're trying to tell me I have a problem? I do. I have a problem with people like you. I think you're very problematic, very toxic to the Jewish people. And Matan too, and Buttercup, they're all in there right now because you gave them that ammo. You fucking started the fire, now it's burning. Very problematic people. You should be ashamed. Cocksucker. I don't know, unless anybody else, you can put it in the chat. If anybody else think it's a good idea that we hold rooms where we start attacking Islam every day, let me know. If that would be a great idea. One, if you think it's a great idea, and two, if you think it's not going to go anywhere.
I think BB's on the mark on everything. BB, you're 100% right. You don't want to get in an argument and get into glass houses. And religion is irrelevant. I mean, it's just going to be a circular argument with religion. You're right. They've been that religion for thousands of years. They're not going to change anything. But we talk about the relevant shit today, the October 7th, the terrorism. That's what we have them, and that's what we should fight. I agree.
100%. You got to fight what's going on right now. This is what's going on. Doesn't matter. Personally, if everybody asks you privately, what do you think about the religion? You could say the most craziest things. Now, you put two guys that hate each other's religion, there's not going to be a winner. One guy's not going to concede. It's going to be bloody, it's going to be stupid, it's going to be fucking... You're going to need Tylenol, because you're not going to solve anything. But we could solve, because it's factual, that they murdered innocent women, children, and men that day. We know that to be facts. People will interpret the Torah to say one thing, they'll interpret the Quran to say one thing. It's all through...
Ewan, buddy, I have no dogs in this fight. Actually, I do, but you keep talking about stats, and stats are the tool to the point that you're making, and he's basically saying that's not the point to even bring up.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yeah, you can go suck my dick too, asshole. You actually went down to this level. Can't believe I said that. No, the stats thing, it doesn't matter, Ewan. I mean, I think he's got a point there. You talk about religion, it's like, you can't fire me, I quit. Oh, you can't quit because you're fired. Do you ever hear that routine? It goes on and on. It's circular. Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
And especially, you know that Jews hate us on this app, and then you want to give them fire. It's just crazy. You want to give them more wood. You're like, hey, no, you're not burning it. If we're going to plug, I'm going to carry one over for you. You're helping them. What the fuck you doing that for?
Ali, you can beg to come back up. Why the fuck were we? And put in the chat why we have one good reason to bring you back up. Moron. One intelligent reason, and that's going to take you a long time.
You just wish the guy 100 years to come up with a reason. An intelligent reason. It's going to take him 100+ years to come up with an intelligent reason to come on stage.
Needle in a proverbial haystack. I will beg you all my
Exactly. And then you want to argue with these people about religion? You think you're going to win? Look at what you said.
You know, Ali, I've seen your people are more respectful of elder people than you are. You're not even following your own culture when you talk that way. I don't know what culture you think you're following. Man, it's really good. You guys are really brilliant. You guys are doing us more of a service by talking that way.
Evie, why are you being rude to Ewan in the other room?
What was that?
Guys, I want to ask the question for Bibi. I want to ask Bibi a question.
Yeah, go ahead. It's not baby, it's Bibi. Go ahead.
Bibi. Okay, baby. It doesn't make difference. Okay. So I'm going to call you
It's
Bibi.
different if you're being respectful in a conversation, asshole.
He said, like...
Which you have no intention of being.
He said he's a gay in the other room. He said that.
Who said that?
You said that. You acknowledged.
Oh my God, here we go. See what I'm talking about? You see what I'm fucking talking about? This is the shit you and just brought to the room.
Hold on. Baby, you told me it's our secret.
It is our secret, and I don't know who the fuck's ratting us out. Who told Muhammad?
It's okay. But I think Muhammad likes you. What's going on?
Baby told me he's discreet.
No, like, you know what he said? What he said to me, like, I like you, and I said to him, like, are you a gay? He said yes, but I didn't confess any feelings to him.
Well, how do you feel, Muhammad? Tell us. It's okay.
Yeah, now's the time. You have the stage.
Muhammad, it's a misunderstanding. If you hook you up with someone that he knows. This is what I wanted to know.
No, that's why I changed my photo. Like, I was putting my picture, you know, 1 day ago, and he said to me, I like you.
Yeah, there's a guy on this app called Ludwig. Man, he would love to meet you in person.
Oh my God, I know who Muhammad is. Muhammad's the guy named Sam. He tried this campaign for 2 weeks about me. It's Sam. He told people, I asked a question, I'm like, if you were to go camping and you wake up and there was another guy sucking your dick, would you tell anybody? And he said, no, he would keep it a secret. So I'm like, I think that's gay, bro. And he's like, no, you're the gay. And he got upset. So I'm like, okay.
That explains.
That's who Muhammad is. It's Sam. Fucking.
You know that
even though I think that's gay.
Guys, I want to tell you,
you know that Hamas are very much into manhole.
Yes.
No, I want to tell you a secret. When I said to him, like,
Do you know about the Bakabazi boys? Do you know about that, Muhammad?
let me finish, okay? I have no idea about what you mentioned. Baby said, like, you know, why he makes his voice quite deep. I said to him, because if he speaks with his own voice, people would doubt him. Would you deny that, baby? Would you deny that, baby?
No, you're misinterpreting what I said. I said when me and Daniel hang out,
said
I
that.
have to punch me in the Adam's apple so I can have a deeper voice afterwards so people wouldn't understand, they wouldn't catch it.
My son, I swear on my son, you mentioned that. You said that.
Hey, bro, that doesn't know you guys don't give a fuck about your kids.
And please respect our privacy. Thank you.
Yeah, Neil, you're cracking me up.
Okay, baby, we can talk about it like in private rooms. We shouldn't speak about it publicly.
You're gonna get Daniel jealous talking like that. I'm gonna have to remove you, bro. Sorry.
Hold on. Do you want to take Bibi to private rooms? Because I'm a jealous guy. So no. That's like Muhammad. I know what you're doing. You're trying to get into a private room, and then like one thing leads to another. Muhammad,
Manipulate me. Yeah, I know.
Can Daniel at least watch?
Why do you care with Daniel? Like, are you interested in what? What are you interested in?
Wow, we get slow, Muhammad. I'm sorry.
So slow.
Yeah.
This man tried to troll us for 2 days, man. Can't believe that.
Wait, Muhammad, you can't take an inch.
You can take a mile.
Maybe Daniel is quite interested in something, you know?
If you give him an inch, he'll take all 7.
Do you get mounted or you mount, Daniel?
See,
that's private.
This is, but Bibi, this is the the hilarious part though, is that these guys are actually like homo, like they're interested. They're interested in homosexuality. So I just like fucking. Dude, my back channels are like going through the fucking roof, Bibi.
Brother. Do you understand the mentality you're dealing with? That's why you never win an argument with them. Instead, all you do is give them fire.
What's with the cock block? I'm in the middle of something here.
I apologize.
So, what did you ask? You like into positions now? You were asking Muhammad. Maybe we should